Despite knowing her parents were taking advantage of her, Ella felt there was not much she could do about it. This bothered her while she tried to sleep. That night, she slept through most of it. One time she woke up, she thought, ugh, I wonder when Mum and Dad will stop using me. Will they ever let me move out? Probably not, they need their cash cow. The morning came and she woke up. Ella knew she had another long hair care routine ahead of her. She lay in her bed. She thought, I need a day off of my rigorous hair care routine. Adults take a day off work and public schoolers get weekends off. However, I get no time off. I can't remember the last time I did not do all the hair care stuff my mum wanted me to do, or the last time I did not drink a cup of milk every day along with eating blueberries every day. And she heard Bime come into their room. Her sisters began talking to him. Daisy was excited as she said, it is snowing. It did not cross Ella's mind that her sisters were going to ask her to go outside and play with them, so she just laid there and thought. Lilith got in Ella's bed. She smiled and then said, get ready to go outside. We're playing in the snow. And Ella got out of bed and said, I am not, girls. Rebecca got angry and shouted, oh, why do Mum and Dad have to treat you so differently? Ella tried to quiet Rebecca down by saying, okay, while Rebecca spoke. Ella tried to think of what to say, therefore Ella said, well, I wish I could. However, Rebecca cut in with, then why don't you? Ella said, Mum and Dad will never allow it. They say the cold is bad for hair. Ella rolled her eyes as she added, they also said they don't want the wind to blow some of my hair out. Daisy ran to her bed, lay down and began to cry as she said, why? Ella said they need my golden hair to make a living. Lilith said they should find a new way to make money so we can play with you outside. Ella said, honey, I can't be that selfish. One time I cried when they were going to cut my hair. Then they said, Ella, don't be so selfish. Let us cut your hair or the whole family will starve. I'm being the second oldest and having more understanding of how the outside world works said that is bullshit. Dad owns more sports cars than people who can drive them in this household. Ella said if I was much younger when that happened, Bime, I thought they were telling the truth. Man, I was so sad. Bime changed the subject by saying, please come outside and play with us. Ella hated to disappoint anyone, so she said, but Mum and Dad will kill me. Mum always says the cold is bad for the hair. Baim said, Lela, have you ever played in the snow? She got sad as she said, no. Baim said, we need a way to sneak Elle outside without Mum and Dad knowing about it. Ella said, let's not do this. I do not want you kids to get in trouble because of what I did. It is for the best that I miss it. Ella tried not to cry in front of the younger children. And Baim said, go ahead and do your hair routine. We will wait for you. When Mum and Dad are in the hot tub downstairs, we can sneak you out. Ella did not want to smash a hole in his plan, but she said Mum and Dad will run upstairs if they hear the door open. Baim said, then you can stay in when we go out. And after Mum and Dad go back to hot tubbing, you can sneak out of the huge window on the first floor. Ella struggled to disappoint her siblings, so she said, okay, I will do it. The three younger girls all yelled, yay, Baim shushed the girls. Then he said, quite, we don't want Mum and Dad to know. The girls got quiet after this. Ella went to the bathroom to take a shower and do her hair routine. Ella thought, I am afraid of pulling this off. However, I do not want to miss out on another opportunity to play in the snow. Ella took her shower as fast as she could. After her shower, her mother did Ella's hair routine. Once Ella was done, she went to her room. By the time her mother was done with her, her siblings were already playing in the snow. Ella went to her room and listened to her parents talk to see if Baim was right that they planned to get in the hot tub. Ella's mother said, where are the kids? Their dad said they asked if they could play in the snow, and I said yes. Their mother said, Mela is in her room. Do you still want to get in the hot tub? He said, sure, why not? Ella heard them go downstairs. Ella got nervous about what she was getting ready to do. She went to the bathroom. Then she put the hair dryer on low so her hair would not be wet outside. Ella's heart pumped hard as she continued to blow dry her hair. After a little while, Ella started to feel less scared because her parents had not come upstairs or heard the blow dry yet. Ella blow dried her hair until it felt pretty dry. Then Ella turned off the blow dryer. She was careful to put it away exactly the way she found it. Once she put it away, she went back to her room. And Ella was nervous before she began to get dressed. While getting dressed, she thought, hopefully they don't come in here while I am getting dressed. Soon she was dressed. She went to the big window on the first floor. She was so scared while travelling to the big window. It did not take too long for Ella's siblings to spot her through the window. They waved at her, but she did not wave back. Ella did not think as she quickly opened the window. Then she quickly went out. Then she shut the window behind her. With their conversation over, Clea and her dad began to run home. Ella began to play with her siblings in the snow, a maid, a snowman and snowwoman, a maid snow angels, then they played the nutcracker. Ella got to be Clara, Ella, and her siblings had so much fun, therefore they lost track of time. Soon Ella had a feeling to go in. She looked at everyone and said, I have to go now. Daisy said no. Bime stopped everyone and said, Lella's right, she better go in before she is caught. Ella felt left out, that she had to turn in early. However, she knew it was for the best. Ella went back to the window she came out of. She opened it and went in. Ella realized she may have made a mistake. She thought, how am I going to get these clothes off without making a snow mess? Ella carefully took off her winter clothes. Then she grabbed a trash bag. She put the clothes in the trash bag. Then she took the trash bag to her room. She hid it in her room. Ella carefully went downstairs and cleaned up the snow mess. Ella sat by her dolls, happy about herself for getting to play in the snow. Ella began to play with her dolls happily. Ella was having a good day. Soon her siblings came in. All the kids had cocoa except Ella. Ella thought, I want to have the perfect winter-themed day, so she asked, may I have some cocoa? Ella knew her mother was obsessed with her hair, and so she used the leverage she had. Her mother said no. Ella said, milk is good for your hair. Her mother knew Ella was right, so she gave her some, but not as much as she gave the others. Ella prayed over her rare cup of cocoa. Then she enjoyed her rare cup of cocoa happily. Soon her mostly happy day came to an end. Ella and her siblings were in bed. While laying in bed, Ella heard something sketchy. Ella heard her dad say, we need to have another one. Their mother said, Mum, no, I have had surgery to fix my body after the first 5. We are not having another. He said, don't you want more gold? Her mother shouted, I am doing everything to make that girl's hair grow faster. What more do you want? He said, what if something happens to Ella? Then how will we afford all of this? She got pissed and rolled her eyes. Then she said, we will probably not outlive Ella. He said, there are no guarantees in this world. She said, exactly, there are no guarantees the next one will have golden hair. There was pause before she said, do you want to pay to feed another mouth? He did not want to share his wealth with another child, so he said, we can give Daisy up for adoption and then make another child. Ella almost died from hearing that. She was under so much anxiety. She could not imagine a world without her little Daisy. Ella was unable to move, therefore she lay there. Ella was not sure if the rest of her siblings were awake and if they had heard that. She thought, we can't let this happen. Stupid golden hair, look what you have done. She hit herself on the forehead with her own hand as hard as she could. Bella thought, this is all my fault. I should have never been born. My golden hair has caused all of this shit. They continued talking. This caused Ella to retune into that conversation. She said, why do you want to get rid of Daisy? What about the others? He said, sometimes people's hair changes as they age. All the others have brown hair. They are closer to gold. Daisy will never inherit gold hair. Her mother said, what about a surrogate mother? He said, what if she wants a kid? Their mother said, we are hiring her. It is our kid. It does not matter how attached she is to it. We are keeping it because it is ours. He said, do you want more people to see a pure golden-haired child? She said, it does not matter what you do. The doctors are going to see our new child. You have to have the child at the hospital and then take him or her to doctors after he or she is born, since he or she cannot tell you if something is wrong with him or her. He got irritated because she did not agree with him, so he said, we will discuss this tomorrow. She said, fine, before going to bed. Ella had never been so stressed out in her entire life. Ella thought, we have to run away, but what if they have another golden-haired child? Then they slave that child. I have to do something, or we will never see Daisy again. Ella prayed, God, please don't let Mum and Dad get rid of Daisy. I cannot live without her. Lots of adopted parents abuse children. Forgive me for every sin I have done. In Jesus' name, amen. And she fell asleep.